This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and today is Thursday. Today is December the 26th. And I went live this morning, real early in the morning, 4:30 a.m. or a little after 4:30. And we carved 4 stamps this morning. I'm carving stamps for people who come into my stream. A lot of my regulars come in. A lot of my early morning regulars come in. And we're carving stamps for them. And it's a Happy Mail stamp. We're not going to, guess you could call it a giveaway. Happy Mail stamps. And this morning, I carved the owl for Artsy Nancy. The owl for Artsy Nancy. Hi, Crafty Kitty. Hi, Brittany. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Giovanna. Welcome, welcome. For Artsy Nancy, and we did the cardinal here for Janet. Now I'm going to work on that little. We did a teddy bear for Rhonda. Yeah. And I finished up the bird cage for, oh, my mind just slipped. Starts with M. She's a newbie to me. We did a bird cage, and my mind just slipped who I did that for. I got it written down. Let's go look. Who did I do that bird? Michelle. Michelle Plato. Yes. How could I forget in 2 minutes? So what we did this morning. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome, welcome. Suzanne is in the house. Now, and there's Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Janet, and this eye just needs a little more eye around here. Just a teeny bit. So just before I even... Did I? No, that's just... There. Just a little bit. I might do a little bit more because it's awfully dark around in there. Just do a little bit of lightening up around that eye so it doesn't look quite so dark. Gonna leave it alone. So Janet picked Aunt Beck. There's Janet, but bread house, and I was off onto all these illustrated, and I'm buffering. I reviewed my chat this morning, and it just skipped words like crazy. It's because of the buffer, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know how these replays are going to go. But as an alphabet, and then this one, I kind of carved that A, so I called that day 4. And then I've got pages here. This is day 5. I did the little square with the kind of the frame, and then I experimented with this one for day 6. Day 7, I did stamp. Day 10, I tried to do a larger A to fit inside of my circle, but I basically have passed by the illustrated alphabet. I'm not there yet. Day 11, I did this circle because I wanted to practice, this scroll, because I wanted to practice curves. I have a day on these. Day 12, I did the glass. By the time I got to the 22nd of December, I started carving these birds for myself. They're old-fashioned Christmas ornaments. And I did the bird, and then I have to skip some if I'm going because of the way I put these in here. I did a teddy bear. Well, these I'm really out of focus. Out of my days because I slipped papers in here from other days. But anyway, I've done the penguin and the bubble light and a snowman and a cornucopia. And I've done a jester. That's day 13. Here's where it's playing with the scroll word. I did this baby here, and I did this baby during a dirty double dozen. Instead of 2020, I got 0202. There's day 14. The Christmas tree was day 16. Postcard was day 15. And then I get into doing figurines, like the little figurine here and the toy soldier, the little girl and the caroler. And come back over to here because this is where I did some more over here. A teddy bear, the boy bubble, and an old-fashioned Santa Claus. So I've certainly been carving, and then I started carving for giveaways. And this morning I finished the bird cage for Michelle. We did Arlene's angel yesterday. Did Rhonda Janet here. So that's where I left off this morning. Now let's see who's in here. Let's see who's in here. Let's flip it. Hi, Violet. Well, Lisa, I tell you, they're there. Let me clear everything out. Get rid of that. Come back in and refresh. It says you guys aren't here. And I think Aunt Beck is really busy this afternoon. Look, I'm still buffering. So, Janet, since you're here, I'm going to ask you to pick another person. When Aunt Beck comes in, we'll do Aunt Beck's. So can you pick somebody in here for me to carve a stamp for? And I'm going to be doing this through the holidays. So if you haven't got picked yet, don't worry. We'll probably get to you if you keep coming back. Barb Fillion? Barb Fillion? Is Barb Fillion in here? Barb, are you here with us? Can you now? Let's see. Let's get out my book. Of course, it's on the bottom of the box here. Barb, do you kind of know what you want? She is here. Okay. So it's called Christmas Revisited. It's a book for collectors. So it's kind of a collector's guide. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful book. It's published by Schiffer, Schiffer, is Robert Brenner. You can get this online. I've seen it in use as a used book, and also that this is a used book. I got this at a library sale. So, an elephant. Barb wants it. Well, Barb, I'll tell you, the elephant on here. Well, we'll try them. Let's just go ahead and try them. Well, I saw an elephant on here in here. Barb wants an elephant. I kind of passed over him because I wasn't sure I could get him on a skinny eraser. But I tell you, I sketched out Janice Cardinal today. Barb, you might get a skinny elephant. You might have to eat more peanuts. I'm looking for him in here. Here. He's a gold elephant, Barb. So let's zoom in. Let's see if I can get this elephant on this eraser. It'll be fun to try. And if Becky comes in, ask her, and I don't see her come in, ask her what she wants me to carve. Maybe she already kind of knows. Or yell at me or something so I can stop what I'm doing. Here's the elephant right here. Now, this is an ornament. It's a flat Dresden ornament. And each one of these is $100 to $200. You're going to get it on a... Well, Let's see, probably about a 40-cent stamp. He will be short, not skinny. Well, if I try to stretch him out, yeah, he'll be kind of short. Let's just do that. I could try him, but let's just draw him out and see how he looks first. Let's just see what I can do. That's what I did with Janet's cardinal, and that cardinal came out a lot better than I expected. So let me roll up my sleeves. Hi, Joey. Yeah, an elephant. An elephant. So this is hashtag Carve December, and I'm going to be doing this through the holidays because I want to get as many of you, and I will mail internationally. This isn't going to take, I'll have to put it in a manila envelope, but that isn't going to take a lot to mail. I'll have to send it as a package, but I can do that. It isn't like it's going to weigh 3 pounds or something. 2019, and this is 12/26/19, and I'm doing old-fashioned glass, and I'm calling them glass. These really aren't glass here. These are probably metal, but I'm just going to call them glass because that's what I started out with. Old-fashioned glass ornaments. Okay. So let's see if I can get this thing opened. I'm learning how to open these like you would a pack of cigarettes. You can see I don't have that talent. I knocked all my carvings off on the floor. Oh, well, I already showed them to you. So, okay, now let's get a pen, and I'm just going to draw. Let's draw. Am I out of frame? Of course I am. Let's draw here. Because I'm just going to sketch them out first. Okay, let's get my book over here. So you can see the elephant and put my paper there. Now you can kind of see it. Maybe it would be better if I go this way. Not too much better right there. Hi, Elizabeth. Elizabeth K. and Carla and Barbara Clark. Hi, Barbara and Joey and Giovanna. Welcome, everybody. Okay. So if we put his back here and a head, let's see if he has a head here. And now he's got a pretty short ear. His ear is pretty short. I'm going to make him a bigger ear. My elephant's going to have a big old floppy ear, Janet. I'm sorry. If I'm going to do an elephant, he's going to have a big floppy ear. And then he's got, well, he's going to be pretty short. And that's kind of why I was staying away from the elephants and the reindeer. Elephants and reindeer are going to be kind of hard to do. The reindeer, I'll have a hard time getting their antlers on. Okay, he's got a nose. His mouth kind of come like that. I want that floppy ear in there. And we'll have to play with that ear. His head coming here. His back. If you can stand a short, stubby elephant, Janet, we'll do him. He's not bad, really. He kind of comes down in here with his back foot. And then he's got a little, his tail is pretty long. His tail comes down in here. Now, let's see if I can improve this up in here. Maybe not so much with the eye, and let's put an eye in there. And let's give him more of a humpback up here, up in there. And his head, and his nose, and he's got kind of an open mouth. And I suppose this foot kind of comes down like that. I imagine that's what he has, a small ear. Well, I'm going to give him a big floppy ear. Do you mind? My elephant's got to have a big floppy ear. And I can get his feet a little further down. And do we want to leave the, do we want to put, he's got on here, Janet or Barb, he's got kind of like a little decorative saddle and some, like he's in a parade. He's got a band going this way and a band. Do you want that on there, or do you want me to leave him barebacked? I kind of like the little guy already. I could put a bow on his nose or on his tail. If it's not too hard, some decoration. You know what? Let's put a little saddle, a little blanket type thing, and let's put a heart. Let's give him a heart. I like to put hearts on them. Let's just put a heart there, and we'll put a little saddle type thing here, and a little, kind of like a little, we could put the heart on the back, but I kind of like the heart right in here. And the little blanket kind of comes that, I'm kind of shortening up that blanket a little there. All right. Let's see if I can get him on here. Now, this morning, I transferred with my pencil, and I might do that again today just to get the sense of where this elephant is going to be on this eraser. And I'm having a little bit of trouble with my transferring. And I don't know if it's the eraser or the pencil or what. This is an 8B, and this lead should transfer really good. But it just transfers really, really light. I might have to go look at an elephant ear. I'm not sure I'm doing. Let me go. Let me go look at an elephant ear out here. Let's go to Pixabay. Pixabay is right here. Pixabay, and we're gonna do elephant and see what their ear looks like. Yeah, they got pretty big floppy ears. I want to see one like this. Yeah, it kind of comes down. I might have to fix it after I get on the eraser. It's kind of rounded, more like that, and pointy there, kind of. It comes more from the back, the head there, back to that. I've got a big old blob there. I'll have to fix that when I get it on the eraser, because I'm not gonna. All right, that's enough of that. Let's go back to, oh, we'll keep it. Oops. Let's go back to my book. Let's go back to my book. What you guys can see, I'm all out of frame again here. I need to adjust this, but I'm trying to make him fit on the eraser nice. And then his tail comes in here. I'm just going to kind of do the outline, and we'll put him, maybe I should do the back. I haven't done that back yet. I'm kind of going to hit the, all right, we'll see what happens there. Let's turn him over. I should just do one page here. See how much of that transfers. I can get from the back side here. Oh, that's pretty good transfer, but okay, let's detail him. Hi, Jersey. Hello. Hi, Janice. Good morning. Good morning, Janice. Good afternoon, Janice. And Holly's in here, and Lisa's here. Barbara Clark is in the room. Hi, Barbara Clark. Wow. It's a Meri font. Oh, dear. Well, I really hesitated doing an elephant on here because I do know that it's going to be. Now, I don't know why I got that mark in there because, let's see, what do I have here? Well, let's do this leg. That must be the back leg here. Because I know that it's really hard to get a fat piece on a small. Oh, there goes the phone. I'll tell you, they irritate me to no end. I should have taken it off the hook. It'll ring 5 times. Hopefully they won't leave a message. And this kind of, let's look at this. Yeah. Sorry about that. I apologize. I can't do much about those. They think we're going to buy stuff from them. They're crazy. Now, let's make him as fat as we can. And his mouth opens this way and his nose comes around this way. And I'm going to give him a big old ear. I just think he needs a bigger ear. And the ear's kind of floppy like that. And his head really comes down more like that. Yeah, I'm liking him, Barb. I'm liking him. I just got to get him on there. Make him a little taller there. And give him a tail here. Don't they have a little fluffy at the end of their tail? I think they do. Now, this one has an eye. And the eyes kind of have a line, a line and a line like that. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I am zoomed in as far as I can zoom in, I think. I think that's as far as I can zoom in. Oh, my phone blinked. Welcome to everybody who's come in. Yeah, I'm zoomed in as far as I can zoom in. So that's that. Let's move him up on the box. That helps too. Gets him a little closer to the screen there, to the camera. Now, his head, see, I'd like to give him more of a back here, but I'm just not going to get it on there. I want to give him a heart, Barb. Let's give him a heart. Let's give him a heart right in here. Let's give him a little heart. And wanting to put a bow on his tail. Should I put a bow on his tail there? We can draw it on if we don't like it. I'm wanting to put a bow on his tail. Right there. Oh, I like that. Now, these are supposed to be taken from the old-fashioned glass ornaments. I'm a machine girl. Hi, Sally. I don't know. I guess I'm just energized. I didn't even take a nap this morning. I haven't read the paper yet. I fixed my YouTube and I watched some YouTube and I ate some dinner. I don't know what I did. I did some reading, I guess. Now, the thing of it is, do we want to, let's bring this down a little bit more like that and his foot down here. And they usually have those big, don't they have, yeah, kind of big hoof type things like that. Then they're not paws, they're hoofs. Don't elephants have hoofs? And I want to make this one maybe a more like that. And I want the heart on there. Now, the thing of it is, do we want to put a little saddle up here? I could kind of work it behind the heart. A little saddle, and I'm not good at circles. And let's put a piece like that in it. He's a baby elephant with a big head. His head could be a little smaller. Maybe I'll carve it just a teeny bit smaller. He's got big ears, though. I don't know. I kind of like it just like that. Oh, Barb. Oh, dear, Barb. Oh, dear. Now, the question is, I could do them a lot differently if I had more space, but this is just a little eraser. This is why I said the reindeer and even horses and elephants and that, unless I made them really tiny, tiny, they're not going to look that good on these erasers. I need a bigger eraser. So I think what I'm going to do, his tail comes in here. I think what I'm going to do is leave his body blank so you can color him in if you want. I'm not sure how he's going to stamp off. He's pretty elongated. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and carve him out. Let's see what you guys are saying to me first. I'm going to move this around a little. Let's see. I'm comfortable carving right here. Let's see what you guys are saying to me. He looks like a happy elephant. He does look happy, doesn't he? He looks happy. Hi, Mina. Hi, Sharon Lombard. We're trying to carve an elephant for Barb. What? My grandmother, what big ears you had. What did Carla say? The bow on the tail. Yeah, I put a bow on the tail. The tail, this part in here will be carved out. I kind of made a line there, but that'll be all carved out. The tail comes up above it. Hi, Lucia. It looks like, what is that? Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh? Oh dear, you guys. You guys are going to have to educate me on Winnie the Pooh. Oh dear. Sally says, I've been trying to get into the studio all day. YouTube sucks me in. Well, Sally, if you need to leave and go into that studio, I understand perfectly. You saw what I'm going to carve. When Aunt Beck comes in, we're going to do a carving for Aunt Beck. And Cheryl wants a kitty. So we're going to get that done. We're going to get these things done. But I kind of want to do something for folks that are in here. What did Laura say? Let's see. Laura's in the house. Oops, I took a picture. I got to change that setting. I keep putting my thumb on the home button and it keeps taking a picture. Yeah, those calls. We don't get that many calls. Well, we get a lot of calls, but we get them, seem to get them once or twice in the morning, once and twice in the afternoon, and right after 8:30. They're saying hello to Laura. Janice is in the house. I think I'm all caught up with you. Okay, let's start up by, you've been doing lives all day? You've been on lives all day? Let's start by carving around the edges here. I like to bevel out the edges. Now, I'm going to go live tomorrow morning, so we'll work more on this tomorrow morning. I'm going to turn this over because I'm getting that picture kind of. If you haven't gotten chosen yet, don't fret, because I'm going to be doing a lot of these. So your turn's coming. Now, I can't do too much beveling in here because I'll have to do that when I carve it out. And I was thinking I'd like to do one for Lizbeth because she chose me from Dee Dee. So I think it would be nice. She was in there in the stream this morning. But if I don't get her done here, I will do it offline because I'd like to send her a thank you one. It's not hard to do these. Is it, Lisa? Did Renee come in? Let's see. Little Red Dragon. Hi, Renee. Barb, I will not be giving away the jam journals until next Tuesday morning. The January jam journals will be in the December 31st streamathon. They'll be in the December 31st streamathon, and that's next Tuesday morning. And if you want to see the schedule, it is on the Musical Scrapper. If you go to her blog, just go to Google and type in the Musical Scrapper. And I'm sure it's probably either the first or second post. And it's got a schedule for the streamathon. Now, I'll probably follow that all day Tuesday. I mean, I'll stream. I started off in the morning. And then Dee Dee Willingham comes on after me. And then I think it's Kathy Berg or Kathy Arbor, one of the Kathys. And then I lose track. But then around 6 o'clock, I think Lisa and Tanya are going to do a December 31st stream on Tuesday night. And I think Lisa on her channel is kicking it off, if I'm right, at 6 o'clock. And I think she's going to go from 6 to 9. I think that's what I heard. And Tanya is going to go from 9 to 12. And I'll probably follow those ladies. And believe me, I'll have enough to do. But as far as the gem journals, let me pick one over here that I have out. I'll show you where I am on them. All three of them are at this point. Now, I did that red cardinal on Janet's. I painted that red cardinal, which flew off on the floor, I think. Of course, it's way across the floor. But I think I'm going to paint that red cardinal on the cover. And this is the inside, and this is all glittery. This is extreme glitter in here. And I think I'm going to edge it with silver. I'm thinking I'm going to have to cut maybe 1.5 inches off of this because it's pretty long. The signature measures 7 by 5. So 5 and 5 is 10. So it'll probably be about like that. And I'll have all this. So I'm going to trim just a little of this off. And it'll just have 32 pages in there for January. January has 31 days, but I have to do 32 pages. And I'll have the cardinal there. And I think I'm going to edge all the pages, decal them like I did for the December one. And I'm going to put a cardinal on the front, and I may do a cardinal on the back. I'm not sure. And it'll have my... So I'm going to be working on that probably this weekend. I might work on it a little tonight. Beth Schuler's coming on tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's 6 p.m. for me because it's right at my supper time. But let me get my scoop stamp out here. My scoop carver, scoop blade. But those won't be given away till next Tuesday. And I'm going to give away 2. I'm making one for me, and I'm giving away 2. And I'd like to carve. I just got all sorts of things to tell you guys. Let's go. Let's see if I can find it here. Let's see if it'll take me a while to find it. I don't know. I want to show you this. Hopefully I can go right to it. I've been through this book so many times. I'm starting to know where things are, but not really. There's a wizard one in here. And I thought it would be fun to carve some of those. Here he is. There's a wizard here. Now, I probably will not give him a long nose like that. But I may give him a bald body and, give him the hat. I may give him a fluffy beard and a bald body, and I'm not sure about the shoes here. But I may find a wizard and adapt it to that length of a ornament. And I was wanting to give some of those away in the December streamathon. But it'll depend on if I get them done. There's a link to Tanya's channel. Hi, Tanya Woodard. What? Not Woodard. We've got Woodards in the family. It's Woodward. You're not Wood. You're Woodward. Janet says, I remember the Santa snowman and angel glass ornaments that my mother had on the tree growing up. And Janet dropped a link to Tanya's channel. And she dropped a link to Lisa's channel. So next week, there's Lisa is in here. And is Tanya in here too? Or is that Tanya or other Tanya? Lisa will stream from 6 to 9 Central Standard Time, and Tanya from 9 to midnight. Holly's in here. Kim and Good is here. She says, hello, Meri and Fitz. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. Renee is here. Barb is here. Oh, you were sick on Christmas morning? Oh, Barb. Well, I hope you're feeling better now. Well, you know what? Sometimes simple is better when it comes to carving, Lisa. Lisa said hers are very simple, but you get done, Lisa. You're liking it, Kim? I have to say, I think it's kind of cute, but I'm just hoping I don't mess it up here. I'm trying to get this negative space carved away. Has anybody seen Aunt Beck? Yell at me when Aunt Beck comes in here. And Barb, you're going to choose the next person, and I'd like to be somebody in the stream. Just because if you make the effort to come to my streams, I want to make the effort to thank you. Becky was in my stream this morning. She's loading up she's taking a load of household items to their storage unit. They want to get their house sold by May so that they can move on to better things. And I looked at a house that she dropped a link for, and I hit the link, and I was doing all over the house, and she goes, no, Meri, that's the wrong house. I could see Becky in that house. I was going, oh, Becky, I can see you here. She's going, that house is too expensive. And then I said, well, you and Scott can make the house that you get look that good. And it's probably, if Becky likes a house, it's probably got some good features. She was saying they found a house that she liked. Now, this is the tail here. So the tail's going to be coming down this way. He's upside down right now. Giovanna, okay. Giovanna, you can think about what you want, but I'm not ready for you till I get Barb's done. But Giovanna's a good choice. We can do Giovanna. She's in here. Did she hear you? I'm not following chat right at this moment. And I will send these international now. I don't think they'll take too much money to send international. They're not that heavy. I'll have to send them as a package, but it can't be that much. I want to send one to Lisbeth, and I think she's over in the UK. She's probably asleep right about now. Well, let's see. I think they're 6 hours ahead of us, and it's, what, 2:45, so it's probably about going on 9 o'clock for them. So maybe she's not asleep yet. Depends, though. She was in our morning stream. And I'm calling her Lisbeth. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name correct. Horrible on pronouncing some of these. We made a connection. What? Giovanna. Wait a minute. That isn't this kind of a stream. What are you gals doing? This is an art stream. Where are my mods? I love you. All right. I know you guys are just having fun. What am I carving out here? I'm carving out the bow. I tend to want to carve deep with that little blade, and that's not what it's for. Carve deep with these. I tend to want to carve deep, period. And I do have my finger. Sometimes I was noticing on my early morning that it looked like I was carving toward my finger. And in a sense I was, but I had it on the edge of the stamp. So sometimes it helps for me to hold these stamps up a little so I can get a better look at where I'm going. This elephant has a bow on his tail. And let's see, let's carve the little space out here between his feet. And let's outline this, detail it. And his ear. I'm going to carve this out in here. I'm going to carve it. Give him that little smile in there if I can. I've had more fun carving these stamps. I found what I enjoyed carving for Carve December of 2019. And I was almost ready to give up on it because of my illustrated alphabet just was not doing it for me. And I was just about ready to do what I did with Ink October and say, moving on. It's hard to get in there with these bigger blades without nicking things around. Yeah. Carve there. Okay. And go back in here again. Okay. Now his forehead comes up here. I wish I could get more of his back on here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. So we'll just do what we can. And I don't want it to exactly be square up there, but I don't know how else I can, unless I make it skinnier. Let's just bevel this a little and make it come down that way. And meet up with this tail over in here. And take that out. Your mods are our flower girls. Hi, Lynn. She's working and lurking. Lynn's working and lurking. Lynn J. In the morning, she's making her way home, her way to work. She always peeks in and say, "Good morning, ladies. I'm making my way to work." And she's off to work. Let's give him a heart. Let's give him a heart. Here. Give our little elephant a heart. And I had to laugh. She came on Christmas Day and she said, "Good morning." She said, I went, "Oh, but I'm making my way to bed." And I'm going, "You go, girl. You deserve it." And let's see. I'm going to carve out this white space so that she can color in that elephant if she wants. So all of this is going to be carved out except for the black lines because I want her to be able to color in the elephant, the body of the elephant. So this is all going to be carved out, all of that in here, except for these black lines, which will kind of define it. So I could actually get my scoop blade in there, I think, and just do a little scooping in there and a little scoopy in here. I have to be careful that I don't scoop away too much. Yeah, come on, get out of there. And then he's got a, I don't know what I did with that hoof down there. Let's define that a little bit more. He's got a back leg here. If I can get that in there. Now I did change a new blade here in December for this small one, but I'm still using this blade, this number 2 V blade. I've been using it, and I haven't changed it yet. And it still cuts real good on this high polymer eraser. I am so happy with these erasers. The only thing I wish is that they were a little bit bigger. We could get our elephant on there. Now, see, and I carved this area out. And I kind of did a little nick there. That's one thing about these V blades. If you aren't careful, you can just you can nick it in places that you didn't mean to nick it. You've never been to a wedding besides your own, Holly says. Renee is here. Lynn is waving. Jersey is giving a heart to Lynn. Lisa said, I was a bridesmaid 6 times before my wedding and a maid of honor. I went to a couple of weddings. Was I maid of honor in one, or if I just went to it? I can't remember. One of my girlfriends. I wasn't the maid of honor. One of the 6 attending maids, or the 3 attending maids at one of them. Or was I can't even remember. It was so long ago. A lot of my friends got married while I was out of the state, or they were out of state. So this nose is going to be interesting carve. And it's going to be an interesting carve here. And I think I'll bring that ear in a little bit more, because you got to see the eye. The eye is right in here. And the mouth. Now this is where I think I'm going to take my, because I can't see where I'm going. I'm going to black him out. I'm just starting to carve around his eye there. See, and I don't need that big of a line. You guys can see, I don't need that big of a line to define his head. So I'm going to be making that line skinnier. But I do need to define his nose. And I'm not sure about that. And then he's got that little smile. His eye is going to go right around in there where that's why I darkened this, so I could see where I was going with this. This is his ear here. So let's work on bringing this line a little thinner. Carving this out. And it could be a little thinner in here for his nose too. I don't know, Barb. I hope this works. Oh dear. His head can be a little thinner up in here. That line. Now the eye comes right in there. So I can carve that out. And carve this out. We're going to make the eye right in there. I'll have to shape it up a little more, but I got to get it in there first. And I should put some wrinkles on his nose, but I'm not going to. You can draw wrinkles on his nose if you want wrinkles on his nose. he's got that little funny smile down here. We want to get that in there. Right in there. And let's work on his nose in here. Ooh, my phone just blinked again. Do I have sound? Okay, Barb, you can watch the replay. You go take care of yourself, okay? Barb Clark said she had to move into her studio to get started on this mess. What do I need to finish? What do I need to carve next? I understand, Barb. Hi, is that Samantha? Whoops. Samantha. Well, Samantha who came in here? Hi, Nettie. Hi, Sam. There she is. Hi, Samantha. Well, this silly phone. Oh, I did too. Phone flashed. But it must have flashed for you guys too. Did you guys get some flashes on your screen? Barb, I did too. My phone flashed. It flashed off and on. Bye, Sally. Your power is getting ready to fade to black. I hope not. Giovanna says to shut your whole computer down and reboot. Hi, Santa. Santa's in the house. Santa's from Finland. Renee's going to the kitchen. She's hungry. You have a lot of trouble carving inside corners and outside corners. Yeah, that's really hard. She takes the little knife blade and firms up the corners. Yeah, I could do that. I should probably do that. But, you know, I have trouble with the curves, too. I'll get there eventually, Barb. I'm carving around the eye here. I want to get his little smile in there if I can. And I get those little shavings caught in my blade. And let's see, I just want to carve right in there, but not too much. I think I got it. Maybe a little bit more right here. Clean him up a little. He looks like he's been playing in this straw. Okay. So let's carve around these feet here. I might have kind of messed up the hoofs there a little, but I think I can recoup them. Just put a straight line in there if I can. A little better. And I'm carving out this area, and we're carving the legs. I don't want to mess up my heart. Let's put some dark around the heart so I don't mess him up. There. So let's outline this leg. I wish I could zoom in more. I feel like I need to be closer to the screen for you guys, but then I would be carving like that. So I could put a book or something on top of this, but I'm just going to continue. could come out that way with the heart. And I think I made that, I was going to make it square and round. And I don't think I have that quite defined. Square here and round in here. And this is where, let's get it. Well, see, I have to get my knife blade out. Let's change my scoop blade for the knife blade and do what Barb is saying. Here's my knife blade. I only have one knife blade, which is okay. I don't use it very often. We're going to keep my scoop blade out. Come on. And we'll put that over there. And let's put my knife blade in. Drop it. Goes right in there. Come on, get in there. There. And screw it back on. Tighten it up. And then on the knife blade, Barb is saying on the corners. Now, what I want here on this, and I could even use the knife blade on this little blanket thing. Gotta make sure I have it as a knife blade. Is what she's saying to get in the corners. She firms up the corners here with her knife blade first. Probably something like that. And I have to see where I'm going here. And I did another one there and in here. And then let's just kind of cut a curve like that, maybe. We should be able to get that out fairly easy. Let's go in there with my, and then you just kind of lift it out. And I have to tell you, I'm very bad about doing that because I have to change blades and I didn't get that good enough in here. I can lift that out with my, I'm not getting that too good. I'm getting it sort of good. Come on, get out of there. I don't know why that's not coming out like it should. There. And then what I want here is the little saddle up here. So I kind of want to round this off in here. If I can get a hold of it. Round that off. And it gets to the edge here. And that's kind of hard to do. Get the shards out from there. And let's take my knife blade and see if I can't clean this area up a little. Slice her off there. It may not be what I wanted, but we will see. Will it lift up? Come on. Come on. There. That's pretty good. And then the heart, I'm just going to carve around the heart here. No, we don't have it. I want the elephant ear in there. I want his back going in there. Carve that out. There. Clean this up a little. Now, what's this? That isn't carved out yet. I could do that with the V blade. I'll carve some more in here. I guess I'll have to send a big package to Barb now. So this will probably be a large, I've got some things that I owe Barb. So, like her envelope last year. Oh dear, Barb. I guess you're going to get it. I have it out. I just don't have it. I got a little nick in it there. I wish I wouldn't have done that. But, oh well. It's just a little, he got a piece of straw or something on his leg. These are his hoofs here. And these are his hoofs. I don't think I can fix that. I don't want to, I just leave it alone. And he's got a hoof. He's got a hoof here. Let's put a little line in there. Oh, clean that up a little. All righty. You got to carve out the leg and the ear here. And he's got a leg in there. And let's make that ear come kind of curvy. Kind of like that. And like that. And we can make it a little more. What did I do there? Did I just not color that? Why didn't that color? There. I got some cleanup to do in here on his face, on his head. Aww. I like the little bow. The bow on his tail needs a little more work. Let's put a little circle in there for the bow. Let's do a little, if I can, a little circle in there. Right there. And then this needs a line coming there. Come on. And then we need a another little circle in here. Like that. Clean that out. Colored in. It will look like, well, that's pretty much colored in there. I don't know if that is going to do. I think I just cleaned it in there with my marker. Let's clean it out a little. I carved it out and then but that should have not colored those lines like they did. I hope I'm getting it right. Let's clean them out again. Maybe I didn't have them deep enough. I think I'm going to leave that for now until I stamp it off and see what it's going on in there. And I think I'm about ready to stamp him off. See what he looks like. I have to tell you, he's a little short elephant. He's a baby one, I guess. Oh, we got to do his ear. And his foot here isn't done. Don't get too excited, Meri. You aren't done yet. His foot's not done here. His foot's not carved out. Now here's where I would use the scoop stamp, but I'm going to use the V instead. And let's get that part out. Come on, come on. Some little hoofs in there. Carve this out. A little hoof mark here. Clean that line up a little if I can. All right, now the ear. The ear, let's see, let's do an outline of it first. Just outline around here. Has to come down a little bit more. I honestly wish that they would make these erasers in a 5x7 chunk. It'd probably cost you a pretty penny, but it would be so nice to be able to carve on a 5x7 piece. or even an 8x8 piece and be able to cut it to the size you want. It'd probably cost a good chunk of money. They would probably, although if Walmart was selling them, you might get them for a little cheaper, but it'd sure be nice to carve with. And I tried leaving a message on their website, but you can only message customer service, and that goes down a black hole. And they I was looking at their site, and they had list of product managers there, but I couldn't figure out who was the product manager for the erasers. So it kind of went nowhere, my suggestion. I think I'm ready to stamp him off. He's kind of long and his head's a little big, but baby heads are larger anyway. I don't know if it's the same for elephants, but baby heads are large. I'm going to leave his eye alone until I might get that little speck there out of there, but until we look at it, stamp it off. I think I'm ready to stamp him off and see what he looks like. Oops. Yeah, I turned this box upside down. And then everything spills out. All right. So let's get rid of my shavings on my desk here. Giovanna, are you thinking about what you'd like to have? What time is it? I don't want to yell at me when, so it's 3:24. Did Aunt Beck come in? Kim says her connection is bad. The number 2 blade is your favorite? Really? I like it to get the areas out, Barb, but I find myself detailing with the number 1 blade. Those are the 2 I use the most, though, the number 2 and the number 1. And then when I have large areas to scoop out, I'll use the scoop blade. I very seldom use that knife blade. I probably should use it more often. Just kind of get whatever little clean up around here. I don't know if I'll get yours completely finished, Giovanna. I might finish it tonight during Beth Schuler's stream. Barb had to get into the recliner for a while while trying out a new notebook. There's Nancy. She just arrived home. What a nice surprise to find you all here again. Well, I've got one more stamp done. Hi, Nancy. Nancy and Samantha's here. I'm getting... Let's see. Lisa says, I sent you a PM. Janet's telling Lisa that she sent her a PM. Rhonda says, having a hard time. I guess I need to be a brain surgeon type. To type. Oh, don't worry about it, Rhonda. You should see my typing. Yeah, the connection's really weird. The connections are weird. I don't know what's going on with it. No, the card note turned out pretty good. Where's my card note here? Here's the card note. I still want to clean up around his eye. Here, let me get it in frame. I need to clean up around his eye, right up in there. I want to clean that up a little more, Janet, but I'm not going to do it right now because I'm afraid I'll mess it up. There was no flash for Samantha, huh? Wow, there's a whole screen full of computer programming. Yeah, they must be messing with stuff, Barb. That's all I can think. They're messing with stuff. Somebody's messing with something. Lisa just posted the link for the streamathon, Meri. It starts off at 4:30 a.m. Oh, let's see. Is that for, yeah, the musical scrappers? Yeah, I'm starting it off. I will start it off at 4:30. my time that I normally stream at 4:30. It's 5:30 Eastern time. Yeah. Thank you for doing that, Lisa. YouTube moved your quality to 144? That's probably what mine is. Let me check here on my phone. No, mine's still at 1080. It was 720 when she started. They do weird stuff. Becky made it here. Hi, Aunt Beck. Okay. So, Becky, what we need to know from you, I'm not going to have time to carve it. I've been working on an elephant stamp for Barb. I'm ready to stamp it off. What I need to know from you, though, Becky, is what do you want? Do you want an ornament? And let me zoom out. Let me get to the camera setting because Giovanna too. And I might work on these tonight. And I might work on them while Beth Schuler is streaming. And I'll listen to Beth, but I'll be carving and filming. And we'll see how that goes. So, Becky, I need to know, let's see, where am I seeing? Becky's here now. I'm way behind in chat. I see it. I see where Becky's here. Somebody else is making me dinner. I'm too pooped to cook for myself. Thinking of spaghetti at Mamma Mia's. Oh, yum. Laura's here. Oh, thank you, Laura. Yeah, Dollar Tree has 2 5x5 erasers, but I can't find them at my Dollar Tree. They're not at my Dollar Tree. They must think we don't make mistakes in Nebraska. Are they wrong? We make mistakes. They just aren't huge ones. What did Barb say? Good idea, Barbara. What did Barbara say that it was a good idea? Mary, Michael's has a 50% coupon right now, and you can get the 6 by 12 inches piece of Speedy Carve. I would have to order it online because our Michael's is 100 miles away. I'm way back in chat. I'm zooming down. Let's go. Oh, Aunt Beck wants a gnome. So rather than come out of the ornament book, let's go ahead and stamp this off. And Giovanna, let us know what you want. Let's just do that. Let's find out. Giovanna, are you in here? Giovanna. A gnome. Okay. Yeah. A gnome is perfect. We'll get that gnome. Is Giovanna here? Has she been chatting or did she say she had to go? Yell at me, Janet. Oh, there she is. You'd like a teddy bear with the heart? You'd like one of these teddy bears, and don't forget to put the heart in it. A teddy bear with a heart. Now him I can carve off. I'm streamed out again. Okay, we can do that. I'll do that tonight, Giovanna, and I'll film it. And I'll just let it go live, and you'll see it probably tomorrow morning before the stream. So that'll be easy to do because that will be my 4th teddy bear. But don't forget the heart, Mary. Otherwise, he'll be what is it? The Tin Man who needed a heart. And we're going to look for a picture for Becky. Let's do that right now. Let's look for let me because let me go back in a little here and let's look for a gnome for Becky. Maybe I'll find one on Unsplash. All right, that's good for now. Let's go to Unsplash. I like my Unsplash. That's Pixabay. I think I got Unsplash right out here. I kind of like that Unsplash. I learned from that from Lindsay at the Frugal Crafter. So let's just do that again to get to it. And I just search at the high level. Come on. I thought I went there. UNSPLASH. GOM. Go. There. Unsplash.com. Go. I just search at the high level here. Let's type in gnomes. If I can spell it right. Okay, let's see what they have. They got garden gnomes. Let's just get my little video out of the way for now. Oh, he's a cute gnome. He's more of an elf than a gnome, I think. I'm thinking you want one with, do you want one with a hoodie on it, Becky? I threw my, let's go back over here. Use one of yours on Instagram, maybe? Let's go to Becky's Instagram. Let's get rid of that. Let's go to Becky's. Do you mind if I go to your Instagram, Beck? Let's go to your Instagram. And Becky McCarley, oops, you were right out there. Let's just search for Becky here. Search. Oops, that's a comment. I don't want to do a comment. Where's my search? My tape is over my search button, I think. There we go. Let's do a Becky search. No, that's not who I want. That was recent. I want to search Becky. There she is. So, which one do you want? Let's see. Which one? Let's see what one you want. Sure. Nope. She's got sure, nope. She doesn't mind if I show it. Sure, let's go to one of yours. Kim says, you pick. Okay, Becky says you pick. So let's look at Becky's gnomes. They're so cute. Ooh, I kind of like this one. The side view. He's cute. I love his face. Oh, Becky, sweet. Let's see. What else do you have had here? Oh, there's our little Sally. Let's see. You don't have a lot of gnomes out there, Becky. Let's see. There's a little gnome on a sleigh. He's kind of cute. And I like this one, but he needs feet. We could give him feet from another one. We could give him feet from here. I kind of like this one with the big nose and the hair and just the nose and the nostrils and the mouth. And he needs some feet down here. But I could adapt the feet from one of the others. Maybe from this guy. Just grab his boots from there. I kind of like this guy too. He's cute. He's sitting on a mushroom, and I'm not sure I can get all of that on my eraser. But this other one, I like the one picking the apples. Oh, and I like this one. You got a little girl gnome out here. Oh, she's cute. I wonder if I could do her. She is sweet. I'm not sure I could get those glasses, but I like her. Do you like the little girl one? Should I do the little girl one, or should I do the one with the... I kind of like this one too. I actually like the little girl one, I think, better. What do you guys think I should do? The little girl one or the guy in the overalls? I need to go back out to chat and see what you guys are saying to me. You like the blue jean? You pick either one. Well, let's see. Let's stamp off Barb's envelope. Barb's envelope. Where did I get the word envelope from? My Barb's elephant. I kind of like the little girl. I think she'll go really good on here because she's tall and you've got her gnome hat and she's holding hands. That won't be her hands together like this. And you got her feet on there. That other one, I'd have to I like the other one in the fact that the hat comes clear down to the nose and the beard covers. All you can see is his nose. But I really like this one because you got her full figure in here. So I think I'm going to choose the little girl one. She's so cute. So that's what we're going to do for Becky. But before we do that, we need to get Barb's elephant. I can see a lot of cleanup that needs to be done on this. And I could clean this up off camera too. But let's give it a good little, let's give his face a cleaning. I got all these little, where's my paintbrush? I got to use, my grandniece gave me this mug for Christmas. She painted this herself. She's so proud of it. She said, Aunt Meri, this is for your paintbrushes. But I'm not going to put water in it because it'll get all dirty. I'm got to get used to putting my paintbrushes in there. She did it herself. It's a candy cane top and it says, let it snow. I said, thank you. Just what I need to put on my little desk. Oh. She is growing up. She's going to be 16 pretty soon, and she's not gonna want to play with Grandpa and Aunt Meri. She's gonna be asking for car keys. She's a little smarty though. She knows what she's doing. They gave her a laptop for Christmas. I said, did you get a laptop for Christmas? And she said, no, I got a computer. It's a computer. Oh, excuse me, I was wrong. And I gave her my email address, and she sent me an email just to get, so we could get connected. And then they have Christmas dinner downstairs. They have an area all fixed up where they like to have their table and their dinners and everything when they have company. And I was upstairs. I sit with great-grandmother because she can't go down the steps. So when we have dinner, I stay upstairs and sit with great-grandmother so she doesn't have to eat Christmas dinner alone. And I got an email from Ashton saying, dinner's ready. So cute. And when we took out last night, I left my phone. We weren't out of the driveway, but she came running out with my phone. Aunt Meri, is this your phone? Yes. Now go back in the house. You don't have a coat on. It's cold out here. Thank you so much. So I emailed her and thanked her for coming out in the cold and bringing my phone to me before we got home. So hopefully she hasn't answered that email. I don't know how much of that. She's in 3rd grade. She should be able to read. But I'm not sure what her reading skills are. She should be able to read. I'm hoping that when she gets a little older, I can take her on some urban sketching dates. We need to clean up a little in here. Okay, Becky, you're going to get a gnome. I'll probably have to work on it. Let's get my screen up here. I'll probably have to work on these things. I need you guys to let me know when Vicky comes on. Vicky Ross, because I don't want to. Lisa had to leave. Bye, Lisa. She's got to go take her son to work. The one with the blue jeans that reminds her of Kim's husband. The girl one is adorable. Yeah. So yell at me when Vicky Ross comes on. We're going to start carving on. After I get this stamped off, we're going to start. I should start carving, or at least sketching out the gnome, because Becky really chose Janet chose Becky this morning. So I'm going to do that next. And then tonight I'll work on Giovanna's bear with the heart. Well, I have to say, I think my elephant looks a lot better carved. Let's zoom in. Looks a lot better carved than he does sketched. Wouldn't you agree? I think I did a pretty good. Don't go and close it. I don't want to close it. This cursor. All right. So we're going to stamp him out. And I refreshed my ink pad this morning, so that should be good. You always get a surprise, though, when you stamp it. Little things you got to clean up. Let's stamp him over here. He's getting stamped off. Vicki has been on? I thought she came on at 4. Did she come on early today? She started 45 minutes ago. Well, she must have come on at 3 today. She usually comes on at 4 or 4:30. When they don't keep their consistent time, and, that confuses me, mixes me up. So I guess I'll go ahead, and I don't want to cut into her time. Oh, see, that's what happens when I carve right down to the bottom. It did not get that bottom. And he still needs a cleanup on his face. I thought Vicki came on at 4 or 4:30. She must have come on early today. So sorry, Vicki. I was planning on being on for 2 to 4. I'm so sorry. And I really wanted more of a line in there. But it's not going to. What's going on here? Because these should be stamping here. I'm planning on going till about 4 o'clock, and then I'll get off. That was my plan. So I think that's about what Becky does normally. I think that's about what Becky does. I'm kind of disappointed that the feet are not showing too good in here. And I'm not too happy with this. It must be an inking thing, because that nose should be showing better. That nose is hardly showing up. So that must be an inking thing. Hopefully the feet are an inking thing too. It's just the head and the ears that are a little messy. And Giovanna wants a teddy bear with a heart. That'll be an easy carve, because that'll be about the 4th time I've carved him. Okay, let's see if I can't ink this a little better. I don't know if those feet are going to show up that good. And I still got head to clean. We're going to go ahead and see if the nose shows up better. Oops, I'm out of frame again. Oh, that's a little better. At least I'm getting now. This one I didn't carve the hoofs, so maybe I can. I just didn't have him inked up good enough. Now his nose is all black. Let's clean this up a little in here. Yeah, it's got a little nick in there. And I don't know. Yeah, I clean his face. I do clean it. I must have to carve it deeper because it's all dirty again. I thought I washed your face. What time is it? Now, what do I want to do here? Sometimes it's hard to get that, what you carved, out of the... area. Now, if I carve that nose, which I surely have to, I have to be careful. There goes the phone again. Sorry. We don't answer those phone calls because they're just, most of them are, they'll get a town that's really close to us. And we're going, we don't know anybody in that town. Stop fishing it. You know, they'll try to make us think we know somebody close to that town and somebody in Nebraska's trying to reach us. I've answered a few of those phones, and I know one I answered, and he said, your computer warranty's wearing out. And I said, what computer? Like, I don't own a computer. He hung up on me. And so most of them are just telemarketing calls. If anybody wants to really talk to us, they'll leave a message and let us know what's up. Most of them are from unsaved and unavailable and towns that in Nebraska where we don't really know anybody in that town. You know, yeah, this is where it's going to get iffy. No, not too bad. If I can't open it up just a little bit more here. Without ruining it, Meri. Okay, I'm going to do, I want to get off at 4. So I'm going to be working on Janet's gnome and Giovanna's teddy bear with a heart, and Cheryl has a kitty cat coming. Let's clean this up a little in here too. What did that hoof look like? I haven't stamped him off again. Well, let's see what he looks like. I like the bow. I have to say, I like the bow. Needs a little cleaning along in there, though. I want to do a wizard for New Year's. I'm going to have to go out and see what wizards look like. That one wizard almost wasn't what I wanted. He gave me, I like his cap, but all right, let's stamp him off again. I like him, but when I stamp him off, he just needs work. Let's make sure I get the nose and the hoofs. His head is clean. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. Does your hand hurt, Meri? No, it doesn't, Joey. Surprisingly, ooh, that's very, I'm liking that. It surprisingly, the only time my hand starts to hurt, is when I knit or crochet for hours and hours. Surprisingly, my hands, even though now you see my little fingers are bent, but that was a result of when I was a little girl, I was climbing in a window. I was climbing where I probably climbing in and out of a window, climbing like a baby climbs. And the window, I must have kicked the prop. You know, my mother probably had it propped open, and I must have kicked it or knocked it, and it fell down on my hand and broke my little finger. And of course, I probably cried, but my mom didn't know it was broken, and it grew back crooked. This one is my fault. I was in junior high, and we were playing volleyball, and I was not the greatest volleyball player, but the coach put me in. Finally, I got to play, and I think I broke my little finger, but I was afraid to tell the coach because he'll never put me in again. Now, see, you got to make sure. I'm going to have to tell Barb that when she inks this up, she's got to be sure to get that hoof line. I didn't get that hoof line there. So that's just because he's so short. I couldn't get that entire envelope, that entire elephant. I'm going to say envelope. I couldn't get him all on there. So he needs to, when she stamps it, she needs to make sure she gets those little elephant feet inked up good. And maybe even kind of make sure the eraser is stamped down. See, now that's much better in there. This one here is much better. You can kind of see the hoofs. Here, they're kind of cut off. Then you see them there. You can see them here. They're cut off there. And that's just a stamping thing. That's because it's coming right to the edge. But in the end, he's kind of cute, isn't he? So this is, I forgot which one it is already. It's done on 11/26. This is a Barb fill-in. And that's the elephant. And Barb, I'll be sending along your snow globe and your other item that you asked for. And I have some elephant trim that I'm going to include in here. So you'll be getting a larger package. So I'm going to quit. That's really all I got done this afternoon. But hey, we got it carved. And Giovanna wants a teddy bear with a heart, and Aunt Beck wants a gnome. I'm going to do her little girl gnome. It's so cute. And Cheryl wants a cat. And she said I could pick of the ones the other morning. So by the time I get those 3 done, I will have done 2, 4, 8, 9. This is my 10th one. So I will have done 13. We'll just keep doing these for folks. We'll keep doing. Let me get my elephants in frame here. We'll just keep doing them. It is probably 4 o'clock. Thank you, Carla. I got 349 here. Michelle, my warranty ran out 15 years ago, so I just giggle when they try. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll go along with you. Thank you, Barb. Barbara Clark. Good to see you again. Happy New Year. 2020 is coming. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Have a good day, and Beth Schuler will be on tonight. I believe it's at 7 Central, and I'll probably sit here and listen to her while I'm carving. Let's pull this down a little so I can get a picture for a. Well, I'm not going to get all of them in with the. Excuse me, I'm playing here. There, I guess maybe just a teeny bit more. Bye, Joey. Thanks for coming. You too, Holly. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Thanks, Janet, for coming. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye, Elizabeth. Thanks for coming in. It is going to take me a minute to turn off my stream. If you see after I say goodbye, if you see me still on for a bit, it's that my computer's thinking. I told it what to do, but it has to interpret that. It's slow on the go.